Use the options on the
Today, from Commander's Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 16.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jayden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second down, Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing now is Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
On first down, Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Hurts. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DeVonta Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
high
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown from DeVonta Smith. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
That escapes the sack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Daniels. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Washington ready to try again on offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
To the right side and intercepted. He's on his way.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here. Already inside the red zone. Knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
To the air goes Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. 2nd and 9. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Daniels now to throw on first down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Daniels now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. And now they're in the hurry-up. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
On second down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Here's third and 9. Back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a give up the middle. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Out
comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Daniels working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're down to the 41. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Back now at Commanders Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A first down throw for Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Sennett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to go down again. Reed Blankenship. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll try and... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. Ertz over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Now 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
3rd and 2.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Eagles, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with.